Manever I say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there, I see them yopo.
You are once again welcome to PENDREAM TV, the only channel that brings you the best and latest updates in politics. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, like and also share to other members to watch as well. You can equally leave a comment at the comment section after watching or send us a voice note on our WhatsApp number, which is 0277128777. Thank you. I want you to join me listening to an open fire from Kelvin Tailor on Afenyo Markin once again, involving the ECG, Bank of Ghana, and some of the NPP MPs. Without much ado, I would like you to join me listening to what he said into detail. Thank you.
This is the most watched platform on the planet right now. Now, quick. There's a very interesting story I want us to look at. Now, near to Kromha, near to her, and Sam George, Eco Phase C, NPP, and NDC4 vetting committee. Sam George, at the end of the day, excelled. Ghana for you know who say, John Dramani Mahama or Sam George say, Ombeye communications minister no, John Mahama did not make a mistake. Now, near to Kromha, and omoko parliamentar, omoko akwaji Sam George atum se on the ye communications minister no. Yehu sa akwa we ya ohu MPP fo so bojim say he. Afenyo Markin, president no pay you. Wa hwehwe MPP mo hu se mo agimi. And when we say Mumubunu do on monkin kind, Moyan Quasia for ma, obey you sumo. Near Ghana. And Afenyo Markin Begina Parliament to catch the Ghana for say, or Pokron and Sa every Ayadian, the endorsement of Ayadian, Sam George. And that Sam George na Yaben minister no on any ponchino mudinichino, Omo, the Omaho Monsa. They have nothing to do with it. And that comedy, didn't it happen in Parliament? So I thought to say, as we speak, Sam George as the communications minister, the NPP in Parliament, as a political party, they don't recognize him as a minister. Anamebwa. That is what every rational, intelligent human being be able to. Okay, yes, say akwa we the engineering tum ya ohre yansa. John Mahama didn't ma ye peno ye de endorsing am endorsing the engine tum. Yen say or a minister, we don't see him as a minister. Until the moment Obeka Sano, then it means say Sam George Jumedibia or Dibiano. Uni who quite would quasi abuse and question if you say, what didn't car who sa? Et to say, Wawoba, now a fro banabafi, no I catch and say, my poor Bramau. My hogrum in safe through Brown. My poor Bramau. Into a dear Bachina Bacona Mema do Egunisua. So I put a Bramano. It is a uchum, Nasa on the Cobna Taradaho, near body to Nitisha got him to serve him lady. Nitisha got him near bonny doggy, pepper and tea, no come me. Overcome now banner yet nitise, yet a pim a dying. I yet entuma ashe a empechi. Send a bay and padding yet the day. Nay, the nitise, a queer pocky, yet a tarempa, nay a body to no come me because of pepper. So was up on the Brahmano. It is a weapon of Brahmana. Adentina sa akorano or botu to Maryland, the awubaj krata how. And they are sorry, ya. Afenyo Markin say, I want the Minister of Communication, Digital Technology and Innovations to brief us on the steps government is taking to resource GBC. Kwasi ampenyi na osi ono o endorse Sam George no. Kwasi ampenyi na osi oma hohoro monsa endorsement no monka ho. The Sam George baby ano, they don't have nothing to do with it. Sa kwasi we gina parliament eyi nso hohoro ne nsa no. Kwasi we sa ka kire se Sam George mbrambe ma ne answer. Also we kwasi. Me ka kire mo say Afenyo Markin we Jimmy o 43 years today. We hu se mo party mo Jimmy. Onim se mo mududu no mo Jimmy. Oba wapono. Dipa wa endorse no. Why do you need answers from him? We are kwasia. And you see, the reason why we don't allow these people, or we always step on their neck and they say, we need to let them understand. They say, omu ye MPs keke o, omu ni mnyansa nche obia. time akwasi mpanyi wagina parliament yes our concert MPP the 87 pigs no bugu nechi no yes ade ne di nechi no. I was telling myself that this guy is a fucking idiot. He is basically leading this group of sheep into a ditch. They are so stupid, they don't know that the actions of Afenyo Markin, it is denigrating and it's also making the NPP unattractive to even the so-called neutrals. Into the guy's foolishness and drama now, one, he cannot stop any endorsement in parliament. Afenyo Markin bet to me, Ari, Koto Ewo Ghana, to me stop anything in parliament. So John Mahama and there, okay, so be a better 6 months of Ghana, to me, you be from parliament. It will happen. So when the NPP were following this crackhead, this 99, this criminal, this thief who has stolen Winnie Bafuasa for 99 years, this guy, I was shocked. I was like, na partino enyansafo ni mu biema na. But I'm not surprised because Madam Patricia Apieje na medwin say dwini woni timo ni nyansa. E na wa ma akwara we. Akwara kitikiti kronfo we di party nim e wo parliament e na wo ma me panyina wo tuafu dwene o sori na wabobon tomashe wonufu ase e di nkuto afa ho abowuti abetena parliament na small boy jimifo we ya te party ne enwo no awurani a onim ni kurom ntene kasa ama kwasia we abegina party nim e twetwem te se ndompe na kwasia we gina parliament e hohoro ne nsa efutu PDD obi a otumi esuma obi se obi mba yankofa omo na on san defend omo krofo we na apiejei mo tete ho na jimini we hohoro ne nsa ade akyen a nipa na wapo de brama na wontumi endorse no o ka kire ne se ombra na ombema wo answer ombema onni answer na se wo si answer. I thought Sam George was only endorsed by the NDC, so it's only the NDC that has the right to call Sam George for questioning. Anamebwa, I thought Sam George was only endorsed by the NDC. So why is the MPP led by a pig now bringing Sam George back? I thought people didn't want to have anything to do with him. They be a catch the Ghana for, they catch the MPP for, until you change your ways, your leadership, the way they think. This a futu PDD. At the end of the day, a pedophile defender. Wait. Okwaji obi yere ema nipa no nua akofa obi ba emo defending Afenyo Markin. A pedophile defender. A futu PDD we a baby oil asra ne ho a ode ne nam Ghana ne ho nyenya we no wasem mo part na mo de mo jimi di nechi. Why is he calling Sam George to come? He has no principles. This guy is so foolish. He acts on impulse. He is not able to think through issues. And you see, what Dinka say, analyze the party, no, we weigh on level of intelligence. We weigh on when we say, Omo Jimmy. We weigh on when we say, Omo base no any nyansa. We weigh on when we say, Omo yesa nkramai. So what he does, and then say, he always touch on nerves. Yeah, we don't understand. We don't want to do this. No, Omo Jimmy. Yeah, party no, Omo Jimmy. Where Johnson and Johnson MPO. Baby oil jarre the throne say stram eche we hu yere no de chire me odon kwa say ma boat mu to atwene we Johnson and Johnson MP we Johnson and Johnson minority leader we PDD efutu PDD no otumi ji obi yere no asama nipa no a waje ne yere no ne ma osa tata ne ma we such a filthy ingrate we and amoto so na party amose ya Asante for party amona amose mo nananom ne teye na mama kwasi ampe yiwe onim nechi abeje party na boso keka nkwasi asem ontumi stop akoko for in parliament. Wey Johnson and Johnson minority leader we baby oil dware ne ma efutu PDD sakwa we odemu be ye adwuma odemu be gisika odemu be build a career ohun se mo agimi your base is so weak. Efutu PDD nim said the NPP base. Now, are you not surprised? Because enya Afenyo we can say, Sam George there, and these MPP4, they have nothing to do with him. Now, the question on your day. Into Sam George, remember, answer now on your day. So, you don't recognize him as a minister. Kwasia. Now, idea. So, somewhere very, very, before I go on that, I go to that Paris issue. ECG in 6 years, from 2018 to 2023, made a cumulative loss of 23.4 billion. Now, sometimes when these things come up, maybe some Ghana for young people, minimum me. Says we babble the scandals, not government reacted to her. Obi say, and this for more than 50 days wa bemu. I don't know munchi obia. I don't know. Mamicho bibi. On say right now you have seen series of pickups, and I say chinko for inviting for eba the police, and I say NIB. Now let me tell you one thing. So your investigations, this is what is going to happen. When you do investigations, the oral team, the NIB, the national security, they have a lot on people in Ghana. Make MPP for we my boy Chrono. They have a lot. If you journey journey, guy we are friend Kingsley Ajiman. Akwara no was scholarship secretariat no way. A certain MP will free Ghana 3 weeks on buy a betchero. Kingsley Ajiman. Let me state this. Kingsley Ajiman, a certain member of parliament, on a former boss of national service, national scholarship secretariat. Sa kwana wo wie sika na ofri achim for hini bi no Abuakwa hini na ne se gold o se copper e the sim na auto dim sem hunu no sa akwara na oye scholarship okobo kro no ambebete ne to no oye sitting MPO we free Ghana 3 weeks ni omba fie busa won sa adentra a whole sitting MPO bi ayato abama no Kingsley Ajiman Abuakwa North and anya ho no oye MP Abuakwa North ai me no ka say we free Ghana be 3 weeks ni omba fie oye sitting MP mumuza so o abrochire ye den osuro so be ko jail MP no wapo MP na maye no wakotena odwane akotena abrochire mo amowo Kingsley Ajiman no constituency mumusa ne so wen we jai MP na to and wakotena abrochire adetira we di national service sika scholarship sika into oya MP no osuro so be fie into as we sit here be 3 weeks wagide and leave ye wu be onam Kingsley Ajiman ewiwe ya Mr. Let's get me his picture. Kingsley Ajiman. Onena obedi atachiana ni tise boat, unim boat. Ay bongris. Atachiana ni tise achimpoli ni tise bongris. Sa Kingsley Ajiman on nebedi atachiana de. Atachia kwasi ampenyi kwatena housing ministry. O sign kwasi contract. Kwasi ampenyi nenim tum se bidi ase. Ofri one odi kronfo we be share ho. Kingsley Ajiman. Men woka say a certain MP we took 3 weeks on my fee. Now I want to tell Ghanaians something. A lot of investigations they also. Now when you do investigations, now we are the person who investigating. No, thank you very much, team. This is the Kingsley Ajiman guy. Akwawi. I'm in fan in Chiramo. Mumbusan is all way. Osloso beko jail. Akwashe. So she Morocco, so she Tunisia, or Yabachanaba. Akwawi, Abuakwa North, Akwawi. Mumusan is always, the constants of Mumusan is always, Akwawi. A Ribia and set. Or so to Kwakwa Bruchaban and Sia, Yantin and Kabia. We jai Abuakwa North in this way, we're joining. This guy, Mumusan the constituency voice, Owain, Kingsley Ajiman. Where is Kingsley Ajiman? Now, I want to break something down to Ghana for governance, very complex. And when it comes to political prosecution, and persecution, political prosecution, it is very complex. You need to be very tactical. Because politicians, before they commit the crime, they look for loopholes. And majority of MPP young boys they all wanted to enter parliament. Oh, you did not parliament. Oh, we be to say Jefferson Saki no pe parliamentary. Akosua me ne hwene se ebini. No also pe parliamentary. Oh, sir, Ekwewusi, Charles Bisiu. They all wanted to enter parliament because they know the crimes they had committed. Now, when it comes to prosecuting people, you need to be tactical about it. You don't have to be emotional about it. And they say, Okaso Wakuma Banti, Mechiwe. No, you need to be tactical. Send your bear who's so bitter dreamer. Now, a lot of investigations have gone on. It is obetia, obesia freeway, waba, ya chinatum, ya money bail. Now, what you need to do as a prosecutor is that after you do your investigations, you need to invite that person or you go search for a warrant and arrest the person. Now, you cannot prosecute without the statement of the offender. TMA. You cannot prosecute anybody without taking a statement from Nipana Odi Boneno. So, as a prosecutor, your first thing you need to do is say, when you get your facts right, when you get your evidence right, the next thing you do is that now you go for an arrest. When you arrest, then you take statement from the person. Nipani statement no be so e dey prosecute. Because without the statement from the person, what are you prosecuting? It's why your investigations. Oh, Aya Kingsley Ajiman. Oh, that scholarship secretariat where we ska. Say me chew in na say me were allegations against you are. And I say me were case against you are. You need to also write to defend yourself. Because with statement, and you could quarter, would be better than would be to either you call a lawyer or you yourself, you write your statement. When you see the Attorney General's office acting slowly, when you see the NIB office acting slowly, and now the oral team and the intelligence committee institutions acting carefully, they are making sure, say, before they come after you, they have enough, and then you have to write a statement. Because the moment you write a statement, then they can prosecute. It only say afro by NIB. Now say you're releasing now the statement now what you know and on the best one they prosecute you. Into the invitation the baby. So nobody should panic and say and this yaba she see. No, you need to build your case. You need to bring those people in. They need to put their statement on record. Then you prosecute based on their response. Because so our more response when to me a statement you cannot prosecute. That person needs to also have fair hearing. So a person man a lawyer mra as we are 2000 yene auditor general's attorney general's office documents a chere say sika we are yeni wo bibi ka ho ana I wo bibi ka manfa we dey fa mensem manfa we omutom we a wa sign o sign yours and yenko court na ko chire mo court na judge na entie wasa no entie masa na hwe nipa obokro no. So when you see them inviting people, it means there are lots and lots of cases. Let me tell you, there are hundreds of cases that the Attorney General's office is overwhelmed. So many cases. You need to be tactical about the way you go by these things. You need to be careful and tactical about the way you go by these things. You cannot just get up and say, my prosecute. You need to have your evidence. And it's our chino, and that's how we invite na the statement, and no we so the prosecute. It would say Abuakwa, the Attorney General, the investigating department, and now the Special Prosecutor's Office, they need your statement. Your statement, remember the SAG green light, to prosecute. You cannot go prosecute somebody without a person having a statement on record. You can't. These are the criminals in the system. Mumusa Ayade, Abuakwa Notus, and the for say Kingsley Ajiman Owahi. Now, invitations in the baby Nana B say oyewi Nana B say I inviting Nana B amensuru you be inviting Nana B. Yeah. Nana B will be invited. Kojo Fosun Kansa will be invited. Now Mustafa Hamid Oway abe watwen kwan waton wure watenenka. No. Mustafa Hamid say ombo krono say agi statement. Udru court na akokire court say ombo krono. Here as we speak. Oh guy near friend Gideon Boakun. Akwadoko Parliament. Let me tell you something. The nasty part of Gideon Boakun kwasi ade oye say. Do you know say Gideon Boakun now is moving around? Na yiri ye adwuma of Bank of Ghana. Today Gideon Boakun is going to Bank of Ghana telling the leadership number one say they should not transfer his wife. And me omubusa say why? Because on there na yiri. And na me busa Gideon Boakun say wo ma me transfer wo yiri emfi Bank of Ghana. Na omo muti sirem na mo ye adwuma Bank of Ghana omo ye moa kwasia. Gideon Boakun's wife, I'll bring her picture here for you to see. One corrupt lady at the Bank of Ghana. Gideon Boakun, Baomia Edna Uwe Sikadeko Parliament. Today, he's going to Bank of Ghana back and forth, telling them, say he's begging them, don't transfer my wife. Kwasia, no, Omuti Sremuna Uwe Bank of Ghana, no, Omoa. Omo Muti Bikroma Yodo, Central Region, Eye Juma Bank of Ghana, Omoa. Omo muti takrade, omuti Ghana na omu ye Bank of Ghana no. Omo ya mwa. Oyire na oti Bank of Ghana papa dia. And a foolish fool like Gideon Abuakwa can go to Bank of Ghana and say, please don't transfer my wife. Oyire kwasi ampe you know Ghana. They should not transfer your wife, but they should transfer somebody's wife. The audacity for these fools. And I'm sitting here, measure. Gideon Abuakwa's wife needs to be transferred. They need to kick her out of Bank of Ghana. I'll bring her picture. I'll bring her record. She's not supposed to be at the Bank of Ghana. Why is she at the Bank of Ghana? Those were the people who enabled the printing of monies. Gideon Abuakwa. Those were the criminals. Ochina made picture about to have obi ehuno. Ewifo. Na mo dwen say mobet me wia ya kobi say Yesu beba. Kwasi aba oti Bank of Ghana. Adisra na no ache din kwasi asem no. She did not resign. She sat in there, took all the money and gave you Gideon Abuakwa to go to parliament. Kwasia. Na obi yire na enko srem. Obi yire na enko boase. Obi yire na enko asenkrigwa. Abuofunu wo na wo yire senkran. Meboa. Mo ana mo bodam. Na mama djudwe mu nkyira mo. This issue was about the ECG. It's another make a Ghana for say when you see the damage ECG the damage under Napo, the damage under Omo head ECG. Sir Dubik Bahama, that chain smoker, in a space of about 7 years. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Sanko Fuwe Eboka 23.4 billion. Right now, no Odeba dollars ma $1.5 billion. Now you ask yourself, say, now into Mutina office, where your audited report, Mutina office. Now, where you say, I'm mismanaging. And then in a few months, because you have what is somewhat to parliament in the TV, so can't say you want to advise the government to do what? Lots and lots of people will be invited to Yoko, to BNI, to Attorney General's office. So many of them, Kabieni Ghana, Dubik Mahama, the former ECG boss, Odibiwa Ghana. Sabueno, Otumiko did a holiday, Portugal. Omutumito cigar every UK. Normally called Portugal. Dubik Mahama omutumitina sandbox normal order pizza every UK. Dubik Mahama. Sa boy na olidi ECG no. Omuna one baomia team Godfred Gideon ba sa Gideon na be body no. Gideon Abuakwa one akwa na mo friend alolo no. Omuna omde Hoptel deal ne bae. ECG Hoptel. Sa ECG credits na prepaid no. Sa Gideon Abuakwa no on Dubik Mahama mono any Hoptel for no omo link it up. Almost $1.6 billion ayira. We election ya kwasi for Dubik Mahama not to Dubai. We election o tamusika not to Dubai kwasi on this small girl be. I'll show you the girl's picture. Or talk dying no I talk can be any Ghana sa kwasi ani bi. See a car with the tour near Tinakroma. See it's a process. It is a process. And all these boys, they are all going to answer questions. And most of them are going to go to jail. And anytime I catch you say, so you're a government and you want to make sure you reset the system. John Mahama, Afenyo wedi 50 days per office. Attorney General, Afenyo wedi 50 days per office. Memma obian predo. Say, build a better case. It doesn't take long to prosecute. On say, Godfred Damina, Nenaya se Kroch on Nanam Ghana. No. On say, because he's a bad attorney general, he could not build a better case. And it's na Opunimu case, we saw his foolishness. If we say he did not have a case against them, he was rushing to do a political case. He wanted Ghana for to think it's Opuni a crumb for. He was just putting things outside. And that is a mistake the NDC Attorney General should not make. You should not be forced into prosecuting. You should be deliberate. You should be calculated. You should make sure when you grab Answer nipa nente na wono to ninsa. You should not be too excited to say we are under pressure to prosecute. You need to prosecute, but you need to make sure that your case is built on a solid ground. And so will be ediniko quarter. Also making sure that the case is done. On say Godfrey Damemono, Omwe Jiminti, they were political lawyers. They did not have the brains to prosecute. They were just doing things to please the MPP dogs. Into Usha Puni case now, Usha Kwesing case now, Usha a lot of the cases now, they did not have any grounds. They were just persecuting people. Persecution, they were just doing it for the gallery. They were doing it for political points. They did not have a very solid case to prosecute. And every case, 3940, Godfrey Damia Pachina, with all due respect to Apache 4, he could not succeed. If we say he is not a good lawyer, he could not build a solid case because at the end of the day, he was just doing politics. Ayenini is an experienced lawyer. He needs to understand it is not the number of people you take to court. It is how you prosecute, you make your case. It is how you take your time to build your case. You need to have a solid case, an airtight case that anybody that you grab cannot escape. So case in your good within 6 months will be better jail. Within 3 months will be the jail. So in your case, that's a space is the it's tough to prosecute. So my advice to the Attorney General is that he should not be in a rush. He should take his time, build his cases, and attack. Yes, he should never be in a rush to prosecute. He should be calculated. He should make sure, say, Ansana Obeko after somebody, no, he has every single I dotted, T crossed, every single detail taken care of before he goes after anyone. Sending by a prosecution will be easy. Because a prosecutor, that's enough. That's what build the case no enough. Judge not to no. He's just a supervisor. You get what I mean? Me say. So we a lawyer, we a prosecutor. Now say ultimately build a better case. Every judge be obey or you're just a supervisor. Or oh yes. Oh, thank you. Oh, good. Oh, proceed. Sa no be no really case no. Now, so case in airtight, not to credit that one. The judge will intervene and protect a criminal, and not all judges. Judge be or person or protect a criminal. No, so we are prosecutor. That's okay. Case in airtight. So judge can intervene and set criminals free. And the Attorney General should be very careful. He shouldn't be in a rush. In fact, you know something? John Mahama appointment I can tell you. There are some appointments they are solid. And me personally, I'm very happy about those appointments. Number one appointment I'm so happy about a Bank of Ghana governor. Yes. The governor of Bank of Ghana. Sir appointment na John Mahama Yenamu say he's an intelligent man. This man, John Mahama, say governor of Bank of Ghana. I am giving you people less than 6 months. You will see the difference in your economy, in the numbers. Ghana Nyankano Krintra. The work this man was doing, how he stabilized the economy, how our monetary policy, how Ghana, your currency issues, how the Bank of Ghana was being run. Yena Nyankano Krintra. Say yekoye chi the performance of this man who has been reappointed. Time and now or your deputy governor Krana. You could see his contribution. You could see say the work this man did when Mahama was in office. He is the right person to be the BOG boss now. And his appointment is one of the best appointments any president can make. Yes. On any appointment, one of the most solid appointments John Mahama make here. Because I am yet to hear anybody say, this man, who is now the Bank of Ghana governor, he is not competent to fill that position. Because we are going to tell IMF, they could not say anything emphatic, say, this guy falls short. This guy did this. Their banking cleanup exercise, everything there, they have not been able to justify it. They just wanted to persecute the man. They use Addison to print money. And I am telling you people, from what I know, he has put out some 5 points which he wants used to guide the leadership at the Bank of Ghana and also change our economic situation when it comes to managing our finances at the Bank of Ghana. And when you take your time and read the 5 or 6 points he wants to use as a guide to make sure our monetary policy issues, you will sit back and you know, say, he knows what he's doing. And these are the kind of things. Until you see the governor of Bank of Ghana now, you look at somebody like John Jinapo as the energy minister. You look at people that have been picked to head positions. You sit back and you're like, right. Go to Ghana Gas. They are the person who was appointed. I took my time to read about him. He's one of the young people one of the young engineers, practical engineers, who building Ghana Gas. You know? Go and read his resume. They are not mere people. These are people who know what they are doing. They are experts in their positions. Me, every appointment John Mahama makes, I read the person. I take my time and go deep and analyze Nipana John Mahama Yin say, Ombe headed this particular place. And one particular person reading about him, I was shocked. Hey, the Ghana Gas guy. He is one of Nipa 6 normal building Ghana Gas under Tamils. He's an engineer. He knows how Ghana Gas works. They built it from scratch. These are people who understand their job. Because you have 4 MP before we buy it. And they run it down. But these are people who know what they're doing. Go to GMPC, the guy there. Have you read about him? Go and see his background. These are people who know what they are doing. These are people who are professionals. They have an idea about a job.
Thank you for staying tuned. PENDREAM TV really appreciates your time once again on the channel and say God bless you for the good work you are doing and continue to do for us. To our cherished new members, we urge you to subscribe to the channel as well. Turn the notification bell on so that you'll be notified duly. Thank you.
Dedi kama amena PENDREAM TV ase. Na so far so good. Say open online portal e wo Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.